as quickly.
Oh, okay, start.
So can I start, sir?
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to day 2, session 2 of FDP. I am Kazi Amrin Kabir, honored to serve as the FDP host for today's session. It is now my privilege to introduce our distinguished resource person, Professor Dr. Wilbert Mutoko, an award-winning academic with over 2 decades of experience in entrepreneurship, leadership, and innovations and strategic management. He holds a PhD, is a fellow of the Higher Education Academy, and currently serves at Swane University of Technology, South Africa. He has also consulted for the African Union and the British Council. With great respect, I now invite Dr. Wilbert Mutoko to begin his session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Let me share the screen. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
after the session, after the speech will over, our session chair will communicate all the question collected from participant to you. All participants are joining through YouTube.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So let me start with an AI story in Mumbai. Last year, a professor friend of mine was commuting from Bandra to Andheri in Mumbai. At the station, he noticed the new AI-powered ticketing kiosks. Within seconds, the machine not only issued his ticket, but suggested the fastest platform to avoid congestion. He chuckled and said, "I'm a computer science professor, but this AI knows more about Mumbai traffic than I do. If I can optimize Mumbai's chaotic, if AI can optimize Mumbai's chaotic railway system better than we can, what does this say about our role as educators, researchers, and leaders in the AI era?" Welcome. I am Wilbert Mutoko, and I'm going to be talking about strategic leadership in the AI age, navigating advancements in academia. This is going to be a comprehensive exploration of the intersection between artificial intelligence and strategic leadership in academic settings, underscoring best practices and the need for proactive adaptations. Let me at this juncture thank you all for joining this session. I don't take that for granted. And I would like to apologize because of the delays that happened. It was because of the time distance, and it was all my fault. I didn't cross-check properly the time differences. Thank you so much. Let's look at an introduction to strategic leadership and AI. It's always tempting to, when you are talking about AI, it's tempting to want to talk about generative AI and all that we know about AI. But my topic is restricted to the relationship between strategic leadership and artificial intelligence. And therefore, it matters for us to also have an idea or a working definition of what is strategic leadership. Strategic leadership in general refers to the ability to influence and guide organizations in navigating complex and dynamic environments, especially in the rapidly evolving field of artificial intelligence. A definition of leadership that I like so much is by John Maxwell. John Maxwell says, leadership is influence, full stop. Leadership is influence. So when we now talk of strategic leadership, we are saying it's the ability to influence and guide organizations in navigating complex and dynamic environments. So this leadership style emphasizes the importance of vision, adaptability, and ethical decision-making to foster innovation and align organizational goals with technological advancements. As AI continues to reshape industries, strategic leaders in academia must not only impart technical knowledge, but also cultivate a culture that embraces ethical AI practices and prepares students for future challenges in technology. I must say, India is one of those countries that I love. I must tell you this. I am amazed by the way India was once a colony. And over the years, India has become a powerhouse in the whole world. Whenever I meet people from India, I have so much respect. That's why I accepted this invitation, and I want to thank the HOD for inviting me to speak today. I must tell you, I love India, and I know one of these days I will be in India. It's one of the best countries I want to visit. Why? You people are fascinating. You people are curious. Whenever I work with Indian students or students of Indian origin, you can see the level of discipline, you can see the level of focus, you can see the level of respect. There's just something about India I'm yet to understand, but I'm so glad to be here. It's a great honor for me to be with you. So if you look at where India is now, how India has advanced, we are also going to look at a few case studies, which I hope you already know, and we'll also try to compare that with best practices across the world. I tell you, India is doing amazing things, but we can move from good to great. Understanding strategic leadership in the age of AI. It's very important for us to understand strategic leadership. I know that some of you are thinking, okay, Wilbert, is this really for me? Because I'm just a student. Another person is thinking, Wilbert, wait a minute, you said strategic leadership. I'm not in leadership. I'm not a manager. I'm not a director. I'm not an HOD, so I'm excluded. No. Influence. Leadership is what? Influence. Even in your home where you were born, you can be the last born, but be the most influential. True or true? You can be the last born, but you are actually more influential than the others, which means position is not always leadership. In the past, we used to think that for us to call you a leader, you need to have a chair or you need to have a position. But we have since learned that leadership is what? Influence. So if you can influence the strategy of your organization, if you can influence the long-term plan of your organization, then you are a strategic leader. According to today's definition in this session, you are a strategic leader. So we said earlier, and we'll just add a few more things here. Strategic leadership is defined as the ability to influence and guide others towards achieving shared objectives, especially in the face of complex and rapidly changing environments. This involves not only vision and direction, but also the capacity to adapt strategies dynamically in response to new challenges and opportunities presented by advancements like AI. Importance of AI. Why has AI become such a buzzword? When did it start? I know that COVID-19 has had a way of causing everybody to now understand AI more. But guess what? AI has already been here before COVID. It's just that during COVID, AI played a major role and it has become more well-known. But we were already using AI. Why is it important? AI is revolutionizing decision-making. It's revolutionizing everything, actually. But definitely it's revolutionizing decision-making processes across various sectors, enhancing the ability to analyze data and predict trends with unprecedented accuracy. As organizations increasingly rely on AI, strategic leaders must leverage these tools to inform their decisions and operational strategies, ensuring they maintain a competitive edge in the market. Now, let me tell you something about AI. Sometime, I think a year or two ago, I was doing a new vision board. You know that if you want to be successful in life, you need to have a vision board. Please type in the comment section, vision board. Just type, I have a vision board, or I don't have a vision board. We want to see how many people already have a vision board. A vision board is a picture or pictures and a few writings that you can put on the wall or you put on a chart so that every day you look at it. It touches on your spirituality. Who do you want to be spiritually in the next 5-10 years? Where do you want to be financially? Where do you want to be in terms of family? Where do you want to be in academia? Where do you want to be in your career? All that you put it on a vision board. So I remember 2 or less years ago, I was making a new vision board, or I was refreshing my vision board. I was adding some new things to the vision board. And I remember using ChatGPT. And ChatGPT was making a lot of mistakes, spelling mistakes. Even the pictures that it was producing for me, they were not good at all. But guess what? Today, if you go to ChatGPT and you ask it to make a picture of something, it's now perfect. Maybe not 100%, but maybe 80% or 90% there. So it's amazing that OpenAI, that's one lesson that I want us to pick as we look at the importance of AI. This is one of the things that I always remember. And guess what? My vision board is still there on my wall in my bedroom. I look at it anytime, every time. When I wake up, I look at it. Before I sleep, I look at it. During the day, when I'm at home, I look at the vision board. And I don't want to change it. I don't want perfection. I want to remind myself that sometimes we fail to do good things because we are limited by an enemy called perfection. OpenAI poured millions of US dollars into research, into all manner of things so that ChatGPT would become what it is today. But I'm telling you that 2 years ago, when I was doing my vision board, it was not perfect. It was far from perfect. So I want to keep on looking at my vision board and I see those pictures that are not good enough. I see the errors in writing that are there to remind myself, Wilbert, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be moving. Keep moving. Keep walking. If you can, run. If you can, after you run, then fly. Whatever it is, whatever it takes to keep moving. I'm talking to you as an individual, and I'm also talking to you as a strategic leader or as a future leader of India. And
Hello, sir.
hello, did I lose you somewhere?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that glitch. Just share my screen. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So I was talking about the importance of AI. AI is revolutionizing decision making. So we mustn't take it for granted. It's not only revolutionizing leadership, but even us as individuals. What is the role of educators in this whole thing? In the age of AI, educators play a crucial role as strategic leaders by integrating AI concepts into curricula and fostering a culture of innovation. And we need to make sure that every student and every staff member, everybody in a leadership position understands that we cannot afford to say AI is for the future. We are already in the age of AI, and all educators need to embrace AI. And as strategic leaders, there is nothing better than making sure that we are using AI as an important tool for us to lead. What is the workshop overview? We are looking at the critical intersection of artificial intelligence and strategic leadership. We will engage in exploring practical strategies that educators can implement to harness AI transformation. Please type in the comment section. What is your role right now? Type in the comment section. What is your role right now? Are you a student? If you are a student, you can type, I'm a master's student, I'm a PhD student, I'm this. If you are a staff member, you can type, I'm in HR, or whatever it is. Please type in the comment section. It gets more interesting when we have your interaction. So AI as a leadership, as a strategic leadership issue. AI's impact on decision making. AI extends beyond mere technical applications. Many times when people think of AI, they are thinking of generative AI, they are thinking of ChatGPT, they're thinking of Claude, they are thinking of DeepSeek, they are thinking of all the ones that we know, Grok, and so on. But it goes beyond that. Those are just the tools. It fundamentally reshapes strategic decision-making across all the sectors, enabling data-driven insights that enhance organizational effectiveness. I know that our university is effective, but we can do better than that. Leaders who leverage AI can anticipate market trends. Market trends. Please type in the comment section, market trends. Market trends. It's important to know the market trends. And guess what? With AI, things are changing so fast. And once we can see the market trends regularly, then we can respond proactively. We don't need to be reactive. When I talk about being reactive and being proactive, it makes me think of, let's say you get into a boxing match, right? You are in a boxing match, and you go there with a strategy of being reactive. So after somebody punches you, that's when you will punch back. After they punch you, you will punch. Do you know that you can be punched once and you are out, you pass out? So we want to be proactive rather than being reactive. We have some people that are not proactive. Some of them are in leadership positions. Some of them will be in leadership positions as time goes on. They are not proactive. They are reactive. They always wait for things to happen, then they start running around. Do you know that up to now, most of the universities in the developing world in particular Most of the universities and colleges and all these institutions in the developing world, they are yet to have serious policies on AI. They are yet to have guidelines on how to use AI. They are still saying AI is coming. AI is the future. But some institutions, particularly in the developed world, even before AI became so famous, they had already put systems in place. It's dangerous to be reactive. Across the world, there are universities that were closed. There are private companies that were closed. There are public offices that were closed down. People stopped working completely. Why? Because when COVID-19 arrived, they were not ready to go online 100%. It shows us that being reactive is dangerous. We know there are institutions, a few of them, that even before COVID-19 struck, they were almost 100% online. Some were already 100% online. So when we were told by our different governments to stay at home and not be able to go out, we have lockdowns, what did such institutions do? They quickly launched online, 100%. And they were able to support their employees at home, to support their students at home. And up to now, some institutions are now doing more of online learning. Why? Being proactive is important. Don't always wait. Don't wait for things. So when you are proactive, you are able to maintain a competitive advantage in a rapidly changing environment. And guess what? This rapid change will continue to be there. Apart from leadership and entrepreneurship, I also teach change management. And I can tell you, there has been so much change. We are in a VUCA environment. Things will continue to change. It's only those who keep on moving with AI that are going to see themselves continuously successful. That's why somebody once said, because there is a debate around AI is replacing human beings, AI is taking our jobs. No, AI is not taking your job. People who know and understand AI will replace people that don't know and don't understand AI. So we need to use AI to our advantage. It's a very, very, very powerful tool. For instance, companies like Google and Amazon utilize AI algorithms to analyze consumer behavior and tailor their marketing strategies accordingly, significantly enhancing decision-making processes. So what can stop us? When you check your analytics, you will be able to tell what's taking place and you'll be able to make the right decisions. AI as a core leadership component. Academics must recognize and adopt AI as a crucial element of their leadership strategy, integrating it into their teaching, research, and administration. But the problem that we have right now is, in many universities, like I said, it's like people who are in leadership, some of them, they have not yet woken from their slumber. One of the things that I say as an academic is, no offense to anyone, but you know, we are all different. We have pioneers, we have early adopters, we have late adopters, we have different people when it comes to accepting change. But when I see academics or academic leaders being bothered by the presence of ChatGPT and all this, it means such leaders are not yet ready to lead in this particular era that we are in. Why do I say that? We need to normalize the fact that we have AI, and we need to have structures and systems and policies that help us so that we do not continue talking negative about ChatGPT and Claude and all this. It's already here. This is the future. Imagine when the internet came, there were some people that said, oh, internet is from the devil, internet, they put religion into it and they were castigating it. But guess what? Where are we now? Internet has got its dark side and it has got its light side. AI has got its dark side, it also has its light side. I'm sure when people started typing on the computer, there were people that said, no, I want the typewriter. I don't know, are you here? Were you there? If you type in the comment section, typewriter. If you were already there and you understand, were you there in the age of the typewriter? There were so many jobs. Yay! There were so many jobs for people who can type using the typewriter. But where is that today? Things have changed. So don't stay behind. Don't stay in the past and keep on castigating AI. Academics are still arguing, no, students are cheating, they are using ChatGPT, they are using Claude, they are using DeepSeek. We have to find a way to stop them. No, let them use it. But what do we do as academic leaders and academics? We need to change the way we set our assessments. It should be such that the student can still use ChatGPT and whatever, but they can't pass the assessment by just using ChatGPT. Have assessments that test critical thinking. It's time to think outside the box as academics and as academic leaders. We need to think outside the box. That's the conversation we need to have. How do we set assessments that can still test our students' understanding and mastery of what we have taught them, even when they are using generative AI? So you can't move away from it. Addressing ethical considerations. This touches parts on what I'm talking about. The rise of AI brings forth significant ethical considerations that academic leaders must effectively address. Issues such as algorithm bias, privacy concerns, and accountability demand a thoughtful approach to AI implementation in academia. We can't run away from it. It's already here, and it's the future. Somebody once said, some of us missed opportunities to make money or to make impact during the industrial age. Many of us were not even yet born. But tell you what, with the advent of AI, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity as an individual. This is your opportunity as an organization. We just have to embrace. Leaders in education are tasked with fostering a culture of ethical AI use, ensuring that technology enhances rather than undermines social justice and equity. For example, initiatives like the EU's AI ethics guidelines provide frameworks that educational leaders can adopt to navigate these challenges responsibly, according to the European Commission 2019. Leadership roles for IT and CSE academics, innovators in AI research, guiding future talent, industry collaborators. We need to collaborate. We can't do this thing on our own. We need to innovate. AI is here to help us to innovate. One of my mentors says, marketing plus innovation minus cost equals profit. You can do anything you want in your institution. For private institutions, obviously they are profit-oriented. For public institutions, yes, you are not profit-oriented, but what we can call profit for you is to add value to the customers, to add value to the country. So, innovators, you can't innovate anymore these days, and you forget AI. We need the future talent to understand the use of AI. We also need to collaborate with industry. Sometimes when I look at the way students struggle with simple things, I wonder, majority of them just know how to use generative AI so that they dodge our assessments, but they are not using AI to their advantage. But remember, these are our future. Another very important thing is we need to align curriculum and research with AI trends. What are the AI trends in the world right now? What are the AI trends in India right now? Do we know them? What are the AI trends in higher education globally? What are the AI trends in higher education in India or maybe in Asia? Let's talk a bit about curriculum revisions, emphasizing AI and machine learning. Incorporating AI and machine learning into curricula is essential for equipping students with the necessary skills to thrive in a technology-driven job market. Now, I haven't cross-checked how we have done it in India, but I understand that in China, the Prime Minister announced that every student from the age of 6 must be taught AI. Age of 6. Forget about curricula for university. We are talking of age of 6. As a research mentor, one of the things I've seen when I mentor PhD, masters, honors, and undergrad students in terms of research, I mentor people across the world. That's something I do. Apart from me being a research supervisor at my workplace, apart from me being a senior lecturer in my workplace and a researcher, I also do research mentorship because I saw a need. Students across the world are struggling because they don't understand research. Can I tell you something? In my work, helping them to come up with research topics, guiding them on how to write a proposal, guiding them on putting together a thesis. I don't write for students, by the way, it's unethical, but I guide. What I have ended up thinking is, why is this module of research or this courses of research, why do they start at university? Why don't we have them from primary school? Many students fail the research component. Many students fail the research module across the world. And I think, that's just my thinking. I would love to hear what you think. Please write in the comment section. Why do you think most students struggle with research? Now, if most students struggle with research, that means even the academics themselves, they were struggling students. So you will find academics also struggling with research, even as an academic. Because when they were a student, they struggled with research. And I think one of the solutions is to make sure there is a research component taught to students from primary school. And the same needs to be done with AI and machine learning. This includes revising existing courses and introducing new ones that focus on the practical applications of AI, such as data analysis, natural language processing, and machine learning algorithms. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, as the great Nelson Mandela once said. Research focus, tackling real-world AI challenges. We need to encourage research that addresses real-world challenges in AI. And this can enhance the relevance of academic work. Gone are the days where people just do research for the sake of research. We want research that brings impact. Projects should focus on current issues such as ethical AI development, bias in algorithms, and enhancing AI transparency. Collaboration with industry partners can provide valuable insights and resources, aligning academic research with practical needs. Research is creating new knowledge, as Neil Gaiman once said. We need to create new knowledge. Let's talk a bit about industry collaboration, just to show that you are collaborating with me. Please type industry collaboration. Industry collaboration. And at this juncture, I just want to see in the comment section, which country is leading in the whole world when it comes to use of AI? Can you type in the comment section? Which country is leading in the use of AI in the world? I hope you are typing. And then the second one is, which company in the world is leading when it comes to AI development? Which country is the leading, not the company? We talked about country, now we're talking about the company. Which company is leading when it comes to AI? Please type in the comment section. Okay, good. Now we proceed to industry collaboration, bridging academia and industry. We need to see more partnerships with tech companies that can lead to internship for students, joint projects, and real-world applications of theoretical knowledge, ensuring that curricula are relevant and impactful. As John C. Maxwell once said, partnerships are the new competitive advantage. That's one thing I love as an academic, to work with industry. And some academics are wondering, oh, where do I start? It can even begin with you bringing guest lecturers to make sure that every semester you bring in a minimum of one guest lecturer from industry. It's good for students to listen to you and me as academics, but it's also good to hear somebody out there. You can bring somebody who has an AI startup or somebody who is heavily involved in AI, and they come and they give a talk to your students. It will do amazing things. Not only that, also let there be joint projects, and let's put our students in internships that are relevant to AI. Let's talk a bit about appreciating ethical and human-centered AI. Ethical and human-centered AI. As artificial intelligence technologies evolve, incorporating ethical considerations is fundamental. Academics play a pivotal role in fostering an environment where human values and ethical principles guide the development of AI, ensuring that technology serves humanity rather than the other way around. I just remembered something talking about collaborating with industry. There is a large telephone company, if I were to call it, but they have evolved into many other things now. This company in Africa has partnered with NVIDIA to do what? To make the first AI factory in Africa. What does that mean? What it means is that we are able in Africa to create AI solutions in Africa by Africans for Africans, but benchmarking with the best in the world. So you see why collaboration is important? You don't just say, we want solutions for India, so we'll do everything in India. No, we still need to benchmark with other organizations and partner with other organizations out there so that we learn what we don't know. Anyway, just that I took you backwards, but right here we are talking about appreciating ethical and human-centered AI. Future relevance of departments and students. AI is not the future. AI is here. We need to prepare for change. Departments in IT and CSE must proactively adapt their curricula to incorporate emerging AI technologies, such as machine learning, data analytics, and automation tools. Some people erroneously think that things like AI should be taught for engineering students only, should be taught for students that are studying ICT only. Guess what? I want to say, in my humble opinion, if it was possible, every module in the world, not just in India, every module, whether it's HR or what, must have a component of AI. Because in your own area, you need innovation. In your own area, you need what? You need innovation. So this includes realigning courses to reflect industry standards and innovations, ensuring that students are well prepared for the evolving job market. Look at this. This symposium or workshop has come at the right time, and I want to salute everybody who has been involved in organizing this one. And you put it at the right time at the beginning of the year, when schools are just opening, when universities are just opening. And in most universities, you don't just open and you start teaching. It can take a week, 2, 3, while you are preparing and the students are still registering, I want to humbly ask all academics, let us stay away from the habit of regurgitating the same assessments, such that students, by the time they come into your institution or in your department, they already know your assessment because they are big brother and their sister and their auntie and everybody else in their clan. They started that same course and they wrote the same assessments. I know at our university, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. But just in case you are here and you are being lazy, you are still using the same assessments that you were using before COVID. Come on now, things have changed. We need better assessments. You need to realign not just your assessments, but the whole curriculum. Student readiness. To succeed in a fast-paced technological landscape, graduates must possess both technical skills such as programming and data analysis and soft skills like communication and teamwork and leadership. According to the World Economic Forum 2020, the combination of these skills is increasingly sought after by employers in the AI sector. Things have changed. Remember what I said earlier? Someone once said, people who don't know and understand AI will be replaced by people who know and understand AI. It is not AI that is replacing anyone's job. AI is just a tool. Lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is crucial in the AI age. As technologies and industry needs evolve rapidly, institutions should provide continuous education opportunities through workshops, online courses, and certifications to help professionals update their skills. This ensures that both educators, and the students remain relevant in ever-changing landscape. Can I challenge our college right here? I want to challenge you. Let's have our own online courses. If we already have them, beautiful. Why don't we re-look at them and make more improvements? There's a reason why I'm saying this. There are bigger institutions in the world, the ones that are in the top 10. They have gone wild, especially after COVID. They have gone wild. They are pumping out free courses and some paid courses. If we are not careful, as colleges, as universities that are not in the top 10 in the world, we will become irrelevant. All students will just be seated at home and they are doing free courses and other courses from other institutions elsewhere. We want our students to learn from our own college. We want our students to learn from our own university, because every university comes with its own culture and its own flair and its own flavor. And we are the ones that understand what's happening locally in India. So we need as many courses as possible. Let's not rely on the courses that we had 3 years ago. Things are changing fast. Let's keep re-looking. And academics, let's be encouraged. When the HOD comes to you and says, good people, we want to develop some short courses that we can avail to our students and to the community, as academics, let's come up and take the challenge. Let's take the challenge. I have an icebreaker here. I think I've already touched on it. Leading AI research countries. Leading AI research countries. Which ones do you know? Just jot down 3. How many AI startups are there in India? How many? I told you India is powerful. If you know the statistics, you will wonder. And if you are not active in AI, you will be wondering, you mean here in India, people have started AI companies to this number? How many AI startups do we have in India? Numerous AI growth insights. Now, why AI is a strategic disruptor? AI is reshaping industries and driving economic growth globally, and is happening exponentially, making it essential for strategic leaders to understand its implications. Now, if you are seated next to someone, please look them in the eye and say to them, congratulations, strategic leader. Tell your neighbor that. Congratulations, strategic leader. You thought you are not a leader. You thought you are not a strategic leader. But I'm telling you, if you have long-term thoughts about yourself, about your organization, about the country, about the world, then you are a strategic leader. Now, let's look at some statistics. 407 billion. That's the figure for global AI market projection by 2027. Highlighting the significant financial investment and growth potential in AI technologies. 30% is the figure for CAGR AI adoption growth rate in India, indicating a robust expansion of AI technologies within the Indian market. If you are not growing in terms of AI, maybe you are the only one. Others are moving. 37% is the figure for companies worldwide already using AI, showcasing the widespread acceptance and integration of AI into business operations. When we say using AI, we're not just talking of going on ChatGPT or any of these generative AI and search. No, that's not what we are talking about. We are talking of integrating it into your systems as an organization. Now, transforming admissions processes. AI significantly enhances admissions processes by leveraging predictive analytics to identify the most suitable candidates based on various performance metrics and demographic factors. AI is doing amazing things. If I can take you to something slightly different from this. Are you aware that across the world, some governments, when it comes to the revenue collection service, the tax collector, in some countries, they are now using AI to monitor people's bank accounts and to monitor bank accounts for businesses and organizations. Why? Because they realize that people like to dodge paying tax. So now some governments have embedded AI in their system because AI doesn't get tired. Once it's well trained, it will do its work 24/7. Unlike human beings that can be moody, they can be emotional, they can be wild, they can say my salary is not enough, not with AI. In some countries, they are using AI in the call center. It may not be 100%, but 30%, 50% of the call in the call center, answering calls or, answering calls is being done by AI. That's how powerful it is. So why on earth will a college or a university still be using manual admission system? You can use AI. You use predictive analytics to identify the most suitable candidates based on various performance metrics and so on. This innovation not only streamlines the application process, but also improves enrollment strategies, ultimately leading to a more diverse and capable student body. As a result, institutions can manage resources more efficiently and foster a learning environment that promotes academic excellence. Enhancing learning analytics. AI-driven learning analytics enable educators to monitor student performance in real time, allowing for timely interventions and personalized learning paths. By leveraging data analytics, institutions can identify at-risk students and adapt educational experiences to better meet individual needs, ultimately improving student outcomes. Remember, whatever we are doing in education is for the sake of our students. Not only our students. Remember, our students will be the next employees. They will be the next employers. So we can play a major role by enhancing learning analytics using AI. As I roll towards the end, streamlining research management. Streamlining research management. AI systems play a pivotal role in enhancing the efficiency of research management by automating administrative tasks. AI frees up researchers' time to focus on innovation and collaboration. How sweet is that? Moreover, AI can facilitate communication among researchers and provide valuable insights into potential funding opportunities, thus optimizing the research process and aligning it with strategic institutional goals. Guess what? We need to train and retrain our academics and our researchers so that they understand how to ethically use AI to do research. Not only academics and researchers, but even our students. Instead of fighting AI, we would rather train the students to say, this is how you use AI ethically to do your research and to write your papers in an acceptable manner. I've been in a number of workshops and seminars where when you try to talk about use of AI in research, there are a lot of people that are resisting this, including people in leadership positions, and we don't blame you. Sometimes it takes time to understand, but believe you me, the more we have these conversations, the more we sensitize our people, and we will accept AI and we'll move forward better. Optimizing university administration. Please kindly let me know when my time is almost up, because I've put full screen. Now I can't see the time. How many minutes do I have left? Okay, I hope I'll get a response. Optimizing university admin. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing administrative processes in universities by automating routine tasks and improving the allocation of resources. This transformation allows educational institutions to enhance operational efficiency, reduce costs, and focus more on strategic initiatives that promote academic excellence. So even in terms of administration, we are going to be better administrators when we use AI to our advantage. Now, I mentioned earlier that we need to train and retrain our people. We need to train and retrain our people. I also want to say it's important for us to make sure as academics and as staff members, as academic leaders, let's encourage ourselves. Also do courses on AI. Please, I just need someone to tell me they can still hear me. Those in the room, so that I don't continue talking alone. Am I still with you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You are still hearing me?
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And how many minutes do I have left? Okay, that's fine. Navigating challenges and opportunities. How do we navigate the challenges and opportunities? We have infrastructure gaps. It's always easy for us to say, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. But does the infrastructure accommodate? And especially in the developing world or in the emerging economies, sometimes the funds don't seem to permit. We normally lack the necessary technological infrastructure to support AI implementation. This includes inadequate internet connectivity, outdated hardware, insufficient access to digital resources, which limits the ability of educational institutions to leverage AI effectively. That one is a fact, and we can't run away from it. Resource constraints. Limited funding is a significant barrier. When we don't have sufficient funds, how are we going to be able to scale opportunities for innovation? Despite the challenges, AI presents unique opportunities for educational innovation, such as personalized learning experiences and improved administrative inefficiency. Now, to all strategic leaders, if you are still arguing whether we need to use AI to allow AI or not, then we have a problem, because that means we will not put sufficient funds towards development that helps us to embrace AI. And I'm telling you, any organization, any human being, any individual that is refusing AI, they are already behind. They are already behind. But I'm very happy, because having conversations like this at our college is showing that we take ourselves seriously. We take our students seriously. We take our staff seriously. We take our academic leaders seriously. We take our future seriously. It's just that we can move from good to great. Job displacement and creation. Let's talk a bit about AI technologies are increasingly capable of automating routine tasks across various industries. If you remember the story that I shared with you of my dear professor in Mumbai, he was shocked when he saw that AI was the one that was doing ticketing. So according to a report by McKinsey 2021, up to 25% of US jobs could be displaced by AI and automation by 2030. Highlighting the agency for educators to prepare students for this shift. We need to do it with speed. Job creation. While AI disrupts traditional job markets, it simultaneously creates a surge in demand for high-skilled roles. This is what excites me. Don't be too worried that you will lose your job. Rather, put your energy towards increasing your skills. Understand, you don't have to be a guru. Start somewhere. If you have never looked at a course on AI, today is the day. There are so many free courses, and there are others that are paid. The World Economic Forum 2020 estimates that by 2025, 85 million jobs may be displaced by a shift in labor between humans and machines. But 97 million, I love this. So 85 million jobs may be displaced by a shift in labor between humans and machines. But look at this, 97 million new roles may emerge that are more adapted to the new division of labor, particularly in AI development, data analysis, and machine learning engineering. Am I saying that you must drop your job so that you become a data analyst in AI this, AI that? That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if you upskill yourself, you will still be relevant. Gone are the days to depend on one particular job skill. 85 million jobs will be displaced, but 97 million new roles will emerge. So ask yourself, where do you belong? Skills gap. The rapid advancement of AI technology has led to a significant skills gap in the workforce, necessitating a shift in educational focus. Educators must adapt curricula to include emerging technologies and essential soft skills, ensuring that graduates possess the technical proficiency and critical thinking necessary to thrive in new roles created by AI. According to a study by IBM 2020, 120 million workers worldwide may need to be reskilled in the next 3 years due to AI and automation. 120 million workers worldwide may need to be reskilled in the next 3 years. Can I give you a tip as an individual? Don't wait for anybody to reskill you. Reskill yourself. Please type in the comment section. Reskill yourself. Type in the comment section. Reskill yourself. Reskill yourself. So curriculum change, not just change, but evolution is needed continuously. We need to continuously check our curricula to see what's working, what's not working. So there must be a shift in focus, integrating emerging technologies with AI. Soft skills, essential for ethical AI leadership. Very, very crucial. Continuous learning. We need to continuously learn. Somebody once said, when you stop learning, you start dying. Whether you are 20 or you are 80, the moment you stop learning, you start dying. Industry transformation. New business model, AI reshaping industries. AI technologies are transforming traditional business models by enabling automation, predictive analytics, and data-driven decision-making. Industries such as retail, finance, healthcare are integrating AI to enhance efficiency and customer experience. For example, companies like Amazon, we already know, they leverage AI. How are you leveraging AI in your role? That's my question. Type in the comment section. How are you leveraging AI? Can you type in the comment section? How have you leveraged AI? How are you leveraging AI in your department, in your role? So if we want to have a competitive edge, we want to have a competitive advantage, remember, we are competing. Companies that effectively implement AI solutions often experience significant competitive advantages, including cost reduction, improved customer engagement, and increased operational efficiency. For instance, organizations like Netflix utilize AI. Are you utilizing AI? Are you utilizing AI? I want to thank you for the privilege to present to you. This is what I had for you. You are a strategic leader. Don't wait for somebody else. You are the strategic leader that you have been waiting for. Thank you so much, leadership, for this opportunity. I am done with my presentation, and I will be glad to get any questions if they are there.
Thank you so much, sir. So now I will hand it to session chair, Sounak Basu. Please continue, Sounak.
Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful and enlightening session. As the session chair, I am Mr. Sounak Basu, Assistant Professor in the CSE Department of Bengal College of Engineering and Technology, Durgapur. It is both privilege and a great honor to be a part of this program. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Rewai Wilbert Mutoko, sir, for delivering such an insightful and inspiring session. Your deliberation has not only enhanced our knowledge, but also encouraged us to think beyond our conventional boundaries. Thank you, sir, for setting such a strong, impactful, and meaningful tone for this faculty development program. There are some questions and queries from the participant. I want to start with your permission, sir.
Thank you, sir. You can go ahead.
Sir, what skills should academics develop to lead strategically with AI?
Thank you so much for that. So I believe the first thing is for our academics to learn how to lead, to learn how to influence people, to influence the customers who are our students, to influence industry partners, to influence those people that are in higher positions. Because sometimes you go for a workshop or you learn something new, but when you come back in the office and you want to implement, if you don't know how to influence those that are in higher positions, you will think that they are gatekeeping and they don't want to listen to you or they look down on you, but it's probably because you lack the skill to communicate. There is what we call managing upwards, managing across, and managing downwards. So as an academic, you are managing downwards when you are having junior academics that report to you. You are managing downwards when you have students that you teach in class. You are managing across when you are talking and working hand in hand with people at the same level with you. And then the hardest one is managing upwards, where you must learn how to communicate effectively without offending the person who leads you. It could be your supervisor, can be your HOD, can be your director. Many people think you can just talk anyhow. So I'll give an example for this. So among other skills, remember we are talking leadership here. Leadership is influence. I need to learn to influence. I need to learn to influence people under me. I need to learn to influence people at the same level with me who may take me for granted. Now we're just the same. But there is a way you can learn to influence them. And then to learn to influence somebody higher than you. I remember at one time I was working in a college. And it was not a big college. We had about 200 employees. So we had a new executive director. And this executive director was very effective and very efficient. She wanted to take the organization to another level. So she introduced a monthly consultative meeting. In this monthly consultative meeting, it was a meeting where all the 200 staff members will be gathered in one huge hall. And the head of HR will give a speech. And if we have questions, we will ask. The head of accounting and finance will also give a short speech. And if we have questions, so we were told everything about salaries, about bonuses, about queries, and people will ask questions. This was happening every month. Head of HR, head of accounting and finance, head of all the heads would speak. And then we would ask questions. People were free to, I'm not saying it should happen everywhere, but I just want to drive a point home. So at first when this was happening, you will find that there are some staff members who say, me, I can die for the truth. So imagine the executive director has just finished their speech, and then you raise your hand and you say, I don't think this institution is going anywhere because of this and this and this and this and this. That's lack of wisdom. I would never do that. I mean, in India, we are well known for respect. Same as in Africa here. I'm not saying elsewhere it's not there, but there is a peculiar way we have embedded it in our cultures in Asia, in Africa, and other places in the world, where we respect our seniors. So I would never raise my hand and bash my leader in front of everybody. But that's exactly what some people were doing. Thank God that new executive director did not destroy their careers, but she actually brought them closer. All those few people that were bold enough to challenge her and speak negative about it, she would bring them to her office one by one after the meeting and tell them that, you know what, I don't see anything wrong with what you did. It's just the approach that was not good. You were disrespectful, but I forgive you in advance because I want us to improve. So now that you were criticizing me, I want to appoint you to be one of the people that will help me with A, B, C, D. So this was a wise executive director. He didn't take anything personal. Imagine if she had taken it personal. Those people would have found their jobs gone. But she was wise enough. You don't have to do things that cause you to lose your job. Learn how to influence. How do you influence people? Understand psychology. Understand what motivates people. Know your leader. Know your follower. Know your colleagues. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? So it's more of you developing social skills. Before we move too much into the AI itself, let's start with the leadership. How good am I at leading myself? How good am I at leading others? In other words, how much influence do I have? Such that even when I come and I tell my supervisor or I tell my colleagues or I tell people under me, they already have a perception, a good perception of me, and they are willing to listen to what I say. That's the first thing I would say. And then, of course, secondly, which I have already mentioned, is that we need as academics to learn how to use AI responsibly so that we can use it for research. We minimize the time that we spend in research by using AI if we do it responsibly, and then we can teach the same to our students. Thank you. I hope I didn't take too long answering the question.
Thank you, sir. I would like to express my sincere thankfulness to you. I also extend my sincere appreciation to the visionary leadership of our institute, our honorable chairman, sir, vice chairman, sir, respected director, sir, principal, sir, registrar, sir, for their constant guidance, encouragement, and support in making this academic initiative a success. My special appreciation goes to all respected HODs and faculty members whose academic dedication continues to empower the spirit and success of this program. I also warmly thank to our non-teaching and administrative staff whose silent, inevitable effort ensures the smooth execution of every academic endeavor. Finally, I thank all the participants for their active presence and attentive participation. With this, I formally conclude the second session of the day 2. With the hope that the session ahead will continue to inspire, enlighten, and empower us all. Dr. Rewai, Wilbert, Mutoko, sir, we would truly honor to learn from you again in the future. Thank you, sir, for your encouragement and guidance. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, leadership. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.